Hello, thanks for joining me for your in-depth weekly horoscope for week commencing the 27th of September. This is for the Sun or the Ascendant. Now I'm going to give you an overview of the major strands of this week before going on to give you your specific in-depth forecast. And of course the week begins with Mercury going into a retrograde in the sign of Libra. Well, of course, Libran energy is all about balance, and the sign is an air sign, so about communication. And of course, the winged messenger is all about talk and thought. So it's around our relationships that we're really going to have to work hard, not just to when the retrograde finishes, but from when Mercury emerges from shadow on the 3rd of November. In fact, it's been in shadow in this location since the 6th of October. So also this week, Mercury is squaring up with Pluto. Pluto's the planet of passion and of change and of truth. And it may be in our professional situation that it's those relationships that prove to be particularly difficult or tricky. So keeping the lines of communication open is crucial. But of course, Mercury is a planet in the sign of Libra, but it's not the only one. The Sun and Mars are in Libra too, and they're both forging a very constructive link to Saturn in the sign of Aquarius, another air sign, and the sign of friendship. So those ties or bonds or associations which are collaborative, cooperative and constructive can actually go from strength to strength. So don't see Mercury retrograde as being all bad, because also Mercury this week is forging a gorgeous alliance to the planet of fortune, Jupiter. And this is one of those really uplifting angles that can really give us a lot of support. And in this case, to articulate our ideas and to see the good in situations. I think that's going to be really helpful. Now, there is a quarter moon on Wednesday in the emotional sign of Cancer. And if there is somebody around us that is finding it a little bit more difficult to interact in the way that we want, then we may need to work at this a little harder from then. But also this week, Venus, the second half of the week, forges a very deep and passionate angle to Pluto. And I think this again is just going to remind us of the quality of certain associations, but also it can be very good from a financial viewpoint. So if you're working on something and it is requiring a lot of skill, a lot of nous, a lot of acumen, then any kind of relationship around the business world that is based on finances, where the lines of communication are open, can also prove fruitful. If you're new to me or my channel, I'd be honoured if you'd subscribe. Please click or tap on the bell notification symbol. Also, you can sign up for your free written daily horoscope to be fired to your device each morning. Please see the subscription link beneath this video. I write for many newspapers and websites around the world, including Britain's most read newspaper, The Metro. So it would be a pleasure for you to join me too. And finally, with year 2022 racing up, if you'd like to get your forecast for next year and you order it now, you can get the rest of 21 free, plus a character analysis and 30% off, all based on your unique birth data. So gain searing insights of the opportunities ahead, but also where to steer clear of challenges. Please see the link below. Hello Aries, and welcome to your in-depth forecast for week commencing the 27th of September. Now the big talking point is definitely that Mercury retrograde, which goes on until mid-October. Now Mercury retrograde does get quite a bad press, but professional astrologers actually see it as an opportunity to work on the area that it's influencing to try to up our game. So ask yourself this question: how good are your listening skills? You know, are you attuning to the people in your world as well as you might do? It's not a criticism. We all get caught up in what we want to do for ourselves. And it's important to be single-minded at times. The very nature of your sign is that you're a leader and a starter of new initiatives. So there's always a sense of excitement around you. And it's important that you don't lose those traits. But at the same time, the more that you're conscious of how you're linking with others and how they feel, the better your alliances can become. So that's what Mercury Retrograde gives you the opportunity to work on. But it is in that niggly right angle with Pluto, which can cause some tensions professionally. But I feel because your 11th house of friendship and higher principles is lit up by brilliant links from Mars and also the Sun, as well as Mercury, to Saturn and Jupiter. The people who really are good for you, who really get you, can be people that you can really celebrate this week. So that's one of the lovely things about this week for you. But that gorgeous link between Venus and Pluto is very interesting. Maybe the business conversation you're set to have may be a little bit confidential, or perhaps if you're in a committed relationship, there could also be a discussion around a property matter that could be really exciting. The 7th house energy that's ongoing at the moment could see you actually making a decision to come together in a more meaningful way with someone that you've been drawn to up and now. So it could be with a friend that you decide to rent a flat together, start a business together, or perhaps it is of a more romantic alliance where you can align in a closer way. So a lot to think about, some challenges, but an enormous amount of opportunities this week too.